A couple of weeks back, I was in a group chat with my friends. It was a group chat. It was like a normal group chat, like any other group chat. We were talking, we were making plans, all right? It was 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Everybody was like, yeah, something's happening. We want you to come over. Please come over. Everything was going great. People were hesitant to invite me. I could sense that from their tone of talking, from their tone of speech. But I was blindsided because I was thinking they were my friends. So everything was going smooth, but when it was 8 o'clock at night, when it hit 8 o'clock at night, the leader of the friend group sent a message saying, there's nothing happening tonight. Don't come, we're not coming, we're not gonna pick you up, we're not doing anything tonight. There's absolutely nothing happening, stay home, we're all gonna stay home, fine. I believe them because they're my friends. Of course I'm gonna believe them, they were my so-called friends. But what ended up happening was my other friend, he was my childhood friend, he was a good friend of mine, he was in town, he was coming in town that night, and he messaged me right around that time. He was like, hey bro, I'm in town, I'm coming to meet you, it's 8 o'clock, let's meet up, let's have some drinks. I was like, finally, let's get out of the house. If these friends flop, at least this guy is here. So I was like, okay, it's a normal day. So I went with him to downtown. I live in Canada. I went to downtown. With him. We were bar hopping. We were going to clubs. And there came a point in the night where we were about to leave home, but my friend was like, let's hit up this new place. There was this new place that was open. Let's hit up this new place. He had read about that. His other friends told him who were living in the city. They're like, let's hit up this new place. Let's see what the vibe is. So I was like, sure, let's go. Why not? So I went with him, and behold, guess what? Who did I find in the new place? Who do you think I found in the new place? Of course, they were my group chat friends who said there was nothing happening tonight. I saw them, they were embarrassed, they started laughing, they were making fun of me. At that point, I was like, fuck this, I'm done. There's nothing real in this world. Nobody's real, everybody's fake. Even your childhood friends might betray you, let alone these college friends, these university friends that you met like a couple of years ago. There was nothing fake. I was completely bummed out, so we just left, and then I was like, you know what, let's go back and see what they're up to. I was that pathetic, I was that cringy because I wanted to talk to them, I wanted to confront them because I was so angry. I was like, what the fuck, man? I thought I was your friend, why not invite me? So we went back to the place, and guess what happened? They had left immediately. They were gone like that. They knew what they had done, and they were like gone like that. They were nowhere to be found. So we went inside, we had a good time, at least I had my childhood friend. We had a good time, we had some drinks, we talked to some girls. It was a good day overall. Even though I faced one of the harshest realities a man can face, even though I faced the harshest realities that your friends are not your friends. Imagine feeling that. I know if you clicked on this video, you have felt that at some point. In your heart and heart, you have felt that these people are not my true friends. They're hiding something, they are doing something to me, and I know there is something wrong. But you're still so desperate. I don't want to use the word desperate, but that's what it is. We're so desperate because, as I said in my previous videos, we're creatures of a tribe. We're social creatures. We hang out. We used, in prehistoric times, we had a huge tribe. We used to go to the bonfire at night. We had girls, we had guys. We were family. It was a huge family. We're creatures of a tribe, and we're desperate to make human connections. So I understand where you're coming from because it happened to me. These people lied to me, and then they went and had their fun. And later on in the group chat, I asked them what happened. Actually, I did not message in the group chat. I was so fucking butthurt. I did not message in the group chat. I did not even open it for like a couple days. But they tagged me, they used my name, they tagged me, they said that I'm sorry, we were hanging out with friends that were not receptive to new friends coming in. So they were hanging out with their other friends who did not know me, and they didn't want other people coming in. On the surface, it sounds like a well-made reason, right? Like you're with people that don't want new people. But in reality, they're just lying, man. In most cases, the reality is that they're just lying to you, and they don't want you to be around. They only talk to you when they need you. That's the brutal truth that I learned that night. They only talk to you when they need you. That's the baseline of friendship. And that's the baseline of friendship in the modern world. In 2023, we're moving to an era where friends are nothing. They mean nothing. Trustworthiness means nothing. Friendship means nothing. Relationship means nothing. They're just pushing this LGBT gay stuff. They're mutilating kids. They're transitioning kids. And they're turning friends on friends. They're turning friends on each other. And we're moving to this era. So how do we recognize these friends? And what are the solutions? What can we really do to find true friends? Let's discuss that. The first major signs of bad friends are they're untrustworthy. I will tell you right off the bat, this is the most important part of the video. I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want you to go down this rabbit hole. As I said, I'm one of you guys. I go down the rabbit hole of YouTube searching for fake friends, how to be disciplined, how to build the self-confidence, how to do no fat. You know, I go down the rabbit hole searching. In the end, I leave depressed. So I want to make this video so you don't go down the rabbit hole. You stop here, you analyze your situation, and you realize what the truth is. So I'm going to tell you right off the bat, the first sign that they're fake is they talk to you when they only need you. See, when they're alone, when their other friends don't talk to you, they will come to you. That's the baseline truth. They only talk to you when they're alone and they need someone to talk to. You know, misery wants company. Misery loves company. If you heard that quote, misery loves company. When they're at their lowest hour, I talked about the concept of the lowest hour in my previous video. When they're at their rock bottom, they need someone. You know, they look at their family, they look at their other friends, because they're all fake. You know, if they're ignoring you, they're not being friends to you. You know, they're not going to form a great relationship with other people either. Even their other relationships are going to be fake. They're not going to be true friends to them, and they're going to be overall fake people interacting with fake people, and this world is moving to an era where everybody's going to be fake at one point. So how do we recognize fake people? The first sign is they only talk to you when they need you. And I'm sure in your heart and heart you know this. You knew this from the get-go, since from the beginning, before you even clicked on this video, you knew this, that they were talking to me only when they needed me. I'm just here to confirm your suspicion and tell you you're absolutely right. If you have that inkling, even you have that instinct in the back of your head, even a small chance that they're only talking to you when they need you, then you are right. Because there's a reason why you're thinking that. There's a reason why there's this feeling coming up, because they're not true. You know, humans are very good at picking up body language and tone and, you know, how communication works. We're really good at that. So even if you have a slightest feeling that you think that they're only talking to you when they need you, you are right. You're absolutely right, and you have to cut them off immediately. Cut them off immediately. I know you're desperate. I know you want to make friends. I know you're bored of sitting at home. I know you're alone, and this is not the way. Fighting fake friends is not the way. You're gonna end up getting hurt in the long run. These people are gonna use you and leave you just like everybody does. So you want to find real true friends, and that starts with analyzing who is there when you need them the most and who's there when you need them the least. The next two steps of identifying a fake friend is inconsistent behavior and lack of empathy towards you. You go to them with your problem, you tell them something that's deeply concerning you, and then they brush it off saying fuck off. You know, I've had this happen. You know, they actually roasted me for my problem. Like, I was in the group chat, I told them there was something bothering me, and they roasted me, and they told me I'm being less of a man. And that's where you recognize real friends. Real friends don't tell you your problems don't exist. They confirm your suspicion, and they help you move and solve that problem. They help you move forward and solve that issue that's plaguing you. Real friends don't ignore that. You know, they will come to you when they have a problem, then they will expect you to solve their problems. But when you go to them with your own problems, they're gonna just brush it off saying, come on, man, be a man. Don't be a pussy. Don't be a bitch, man. Just get over it. Yeah, that girl's probably cheating on you. Just get over it, man. It's no worries. There's plenty of fishes in the sea. Yes, these advices are surface level. They're like basic boilerplate advices, you know, like any fucking random person on the street, if you go tell them that's a problem, they'll tell you this. Real friends go deep. They don't give you boilerplate answers. They go deep into the issue. They're there to suffer with you. That's the first sign of a really good friend. He's there to suffer with you. He's not having his own fun. He's not playing video games. He's not talking to his girlfriends. He's not talking to his parents. He's there suffering with you. That's how you find out if the real friend is a real friend. A real man is a real man. A real man will be there at your lowest hour. I've talked about this concept in previous video, but the lowest hour is your rock bottom. I like to call it the lowest hour. The lowest hour you feel in your life. And that's when you find out who your true friends are, when you need them the most. So real friends don't brush off your empathetic needs. They don't dismiss your problems. They're there to solve it, and their behaviors don't fluctuate over time. You know, they're not roasting you at some point and then they're helping you in some problems. You know, that this inconsistency tells you that they're only roasting you in times when they don't need you. They want to make fun of you, and then they're helping you in some problems because they're in their lowest hour as well, and they need someone. Misery needs company. True friendship is based on unconditional love. You know, it's unconditional love is very hard to find, and true friendship is based on unconditional. Every relationship, in my opinion, is based on unconditional love. If you can't find this, well, you know what you're up against. You're gonna be cheated on in a relationship. Your friends are gonna leave you. Your parents are not gonna care for you. Usually your family is there with your back. Unless you're from a really bad home, I apologize. I don't want to be insensitive, but unless your family is really bad, your family is usually the only people who are providing you unconditional love. But you want to find unconditional love in friends as well. This is very difficult to find. It's even more difficult to find than in a relationship. A girl who provides you unconditional love, you might actually have a higher chance of finding a girl who will be in love with you unconditionally than a friend who will be helping you. Not love. It is love, obviously. I don't want to sound gay, but it is love, obviously. But they're there unconditionally. They're there because they saw something in your character that they love and they like, and they're there to help you in your times of need. And lastly, the most important point, the most obvious sign of a fake friend is competition and jealousy. If they're being competitive, I heard this quote where the guy said, there's no man on earth other than your father that wants you to do better than him. And I don't know if this holds truth. From what I've seen in my life so far, it may hold truth, but there are good people out there. That's what I believe. There are good people out there. I'm going to foster a community of these good people. I'm receiving lots of positive comments. There are people on their journey. There are people who are finding their purpose. So making this YouTube channel made me believe that there are actually good people out there. I thought I was going to receive hate. I thought I was going to be like this guy. I thought I was going to read comments saying this guy's a fucking idiot. He doesn't know any shit. But there are actually people supporting me. So, I genuinely feel that there are good people out there. But the quote holds true in most sense that there's no man on earth other than your father that wants you to do better than them. So competition, there's a difference between healthy competition and negative competition. Negative competition usually has a hint of jealousy behind it. Healthy competition is, I want to beat you because I love you. Do you understand what I'm saying? We gotta be better than each other because we're the best, Like Ronaldo and Messi. I'm pretty sure Ronaldo and Messi are jealous of each other. But imagine a perfect world they weren't. The healthy competition will push each other to be the best in their field. It will greatly increase the appeal of football overall because, they're playing fantastically. But healthy competition does not have jealousy in it. As I said earlier in the video, we're really good at picking up signs and body language. If you have the hint, if you have that small chance, if you think there's a small chance that these people are jealous of me, they're hating me on my accomplishment, there's passive aggressiveness in their tone, and I know you can pick that up. I'm just here to confirm your suspicion. I know you can pick that up. I'm just confirming your belief that yes, you're right. They're actually jealous of you. They're not in a competition with you. They're just jealous and envious of you. There's no competition at that point. They're just jealous because you're doing better than them. So remember that quote, no man on earth other than your father wants you to do better than them. I hope you learned from my story. You learned a lesson. If you were in my shoes, if you faced friends like that left you when you needed them the most, then I urge you to look at the world in a good perspective. I know it's very easy to think that everybody's bad. They're all like that, but there are good people in the world. It's just they're very difficult to find, and it's becoming even more difficult to find. So it's a very arduous task, It's a very hard task to find real friends, but this is the kicker, once you have real friends, you will have the best life. Friends make life really good. Once you find true friends, you have to go through this vetting process where you see if they're jealous of you, they're envious of you, they're roasting you for your problems, they're only asking you for help when they need it, they're not talking to you when they're at their highest point of their life. You vet them through these processes, you'll find true men, you'll find true women, you'll find these people, and you will have a better life because friends make life amazing. They make memories. You can go to trips with them, you can travel the world with them, you can vacation with them. It's amazing to find friends, and I hope you find real friends, and I hope I find real friends, and I hope this video connects us each together if you're really good people. I hope this video connects us. If you're a true guy, if you're a real man, if you want someone as a friend, I'm here for you. Just leave a message down in the comments or message me on Twitter or Instagram. They're on my page. I'll link them down in the description. And you know what? Just hit the subscribe button. You never know. You might learn something new from me. But until next time.